good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Careers and Coffee. Hi, Liz.
Hey, Dan. Got my coffee here.
Hey, I do too. And we are pleased to be welcomed by Adamu Muhammad, who just joined our team at the Gazette and Corridor Careers as a web developer. So we thought it'd be awesome to have Adamu on and just share his experience as a job seeker, being that he just went through the process of looking for a job. This is your, I think, third week with the Gazette. Is that right?
I think that's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, third week. So we wanted to ask you some questions, put you on the spot a little bit. So my first question is has to do with your resume, and I just want to know how long and maybe how many drafts or versions of your resume did you go through before finding one that you liked and felt comfortable with?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to be here. And cheers. I have my own coffee.
Yeah.
So it's kind of blended in with
Love
my
it.
because it's a blue background.
Blue.
So yeah, like Dan mentioned, I've been with the Gazette for about 3 weeks now. And before then, I was actually in the job market about a year ago. So I have recent experiences looking for jobs. So as far as my resume, so because I think the version of my resume that I applied to the Gazette, that was done actually a couple years ago. I was laid off, where a couple of us were laid off in my one of the jobs I held before back in 2017. And after that, the company hooked us up with an agency. So that employment agency kind of helped me out draft a resume, and I've been using that resume since. All I need to do is just to add the jobs or to change the job description and the dates. But during that time, I would say it took back and forth with the resume people to get that all ironed out. And then after that, it's just adding dates and removing dates as far as working on my resume.
Mm-hmm.
So I got lucky with that. I already have that.
Right.
Would you say it kind of helped to work with another person on your resume to, put things in perspective or with the structure of it?
It definitely did.
Mm.
Before I worked with the agency that helped me with my current resume, I had a resume, but when they did it, I liked their own better.
Mm.
So I would say absolutely, if you can get a hand on someone, get a hold of someone that will help you, maybe review it, or maybe even help you with some directions on how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That is always welcome. And I know there are some services, Indeed.com, the job searching website, used to help people for free.
Mm-hmm.
You will submit your resume to them. They will schedule a call with you and actually do your resume. But I think they discontinued that service this year.
Mm.
So yes, to your question, yes, if you can get a hold of someone, it really helped me.
We do have some career resume service links on our career resources page on the Gazette. So we'll make sure we link to those in the show notes. There are people in the community that do help out with that. And there's also free services with Kirkwood, with Iowa Works, and some other, even the library offers some consultation on resumes, which could probably be helpful to an average job seeker.
Yeah,
Cool.
Sounds good. We'll make sure to link to those.
Well, I had a question for you, and it was really kind of put it in perspective. What do you think the hardest part of job searching was for you?
Oh man, the hardest part of job searching, like just the uncertainty for me. So you want a job and like I'm with the COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So that you are competing with a lot of people. I think it's kind of mixed because with the COVID, we are hitting a situation where not a lot of people are applying, but also a lot of people have been laid off that are probably applying. So for me was the uncertainty, like when would I find a fit?
Mm-hmm.
That was really, I have kids, they need to eat. And I want to do what I like doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? They say, find something you like doing and find somebody that will pay you to do that. So yeah, the uncertainty was the biggest thing for me. I have my resume ready and I kind of know my ways to apply. So website, in person, even referrals.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest thing was the uncertainty.
Yeah, I would say that is probably on a lot of minds of job seekers right now. And not only that, but people currently working that are maybe considering another job. Definitely that is something that is going to play a role. So another question I had was, how did you know when a job was the right fit? Because you said it took you a while to find something that was the right fit.
Yeah, absolutely. So as far as right fit, so I know, so like the way I don't know, everyone has his or her own way of finding what they like. I know personally, even without getting paid, there are some certain things I like to do. So like Dan had mentioned, I do web stuff with the Gazette, and there's some certain aspect of web that I like. And so as much as I can, I try to find a company that does that. Now they say a beggar can be a chooser. So there's that balance, okay? Do I find something or do I really become particular about, okay, I like this, I must really find a job that does this.
Mm-hmm.
But can I find something general and maybe I will like it? So there's that. You might be going through that. But for me, it's constant battle. And when I saw the job with the Gazette, one of the things that attracted me was the fact that the Gazette.com is a website that constantly people see. And I like something like that. Like, how do you improve a website so people can use it? I like that aspect a lot. So for me, that's one of the reasons why I applied.
That's great. Well, we're glad. We're glad you did. When you were going through that process, well, I guess now that you've come out of it, right? So now that you've got a job and you've been here 3 weeks, so you're not even the new guy anymore. Because we've had a couple hires since you came on board. What advice would you give to current job seekers about, finding that right fit or getting through those moments where you're just really kind of overwhelmed with that uncertainty?
Yeah, I will absolutely say, no matter the rejections you get, there is always a company that you'll be a fit. I know I have had rejections. I think it's common in the job market. And sometimes when I get rejections, I take it personally. And what I mean personally is like, maybe this is not my field.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing? But it is more than that. I think it's more than that. Sometimes it's more about a fit, not because you're not good at what you do. Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could know A, B, C, D, and the next company is not looking for B, it's looking for E, and you don't have E, but you have all these other skills. So it's always kind of in the back of my mind, not to take it personally,
Mm-hmm.
to see it as, okay, maybe I'm not a fit. Not because I don't know what I'm doing. And that really eases my anxiety as far as, am I even worthwhile for anyone? Would I bring value to any company? So as long as you know something in your field, you can absolutely bring value to someone else. Just keep looking, keep going. I would say that would be, if there's only one advice I would give, that would be the thing. Just keep pushing. You will find someone that you can contribute a value to.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
Cool. Well, Liz, any other questions for Adamu before we call it a day here on Careers and Coffee?
No, I think we got the soundbite right there. Just keep at it, keep going. You will find someone that knows that you can contribute to their company. So it's just making sure that your skills are the skills that they're looking for.
Yeah.
I would say just one last thing that came up. Sorry, Dan. One thing that came up this week. I was talking with our HR manager, and we were talking about cover letters. And Dan, I know it's been a while since we've applied for jobs, but I know I put a lot of time and effort into that cover letter. What about you?
I've probably spent way more time writing out cover letters than I have resumes. I probably spent 5 times as much time writing out all these paragraphs and different experiences onto a cover letter.
Yeah. And so what I was hearing that was kind of shocking to me from the manager was that, yeah, we don't really look at cover letters too much anymore. And it wasn't so much that she didn't look at them and consider them. They definitely stand out when she did see them, but it wasn't really part of the application process a lot. As long as they got a resume, they weren't paying too much attention to the cover letter. So my guess is if you're waiting to pull the trigger to apply for a job because you haven't got the cover letter just right yet, keep it simple. Don't worry about who to address it to. Just say hello, my name is so and so and here's what I'm looking for if you want to write a cover letter. But don't feel bad about not including a cover letter unless they specifically ask for it. You're going to be just fine, because it could be a web system that Adamu plays in that's going to be reading your resume, and it's not even going to be a person for a little while until they pick out some of those keywords, and then they route you into a system folder for an HR manager to take a look at. So don't let that be a barrier, because I know it can be very easy, and that uncertainty when you're as a job seeker to put up roadblocks for yourself of like, well, I can't apply for that job because I don't know who to address the cover letter to. Just get rid of that barrier and just go ahead and apply anyway. Put your resume in there and put yourself out there.
Yeah. What do you have to lose, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. I love the message today. Keep after it. And the one thing I picked up on was, hey, find an employer to pay you for what you like doing and go work for them, right? I love that little nugget there. Pretty simple. So Adamu, thank you so much for coming on to Careers and Coffee with Liz and I. Liz and I, we usually do okay with the banter, but it's always good to have another person on. Don't you think, Liz?
Yeah, let's get some more guests.
Yeah, we probably need some more guests.
Awesome.
Cool.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.